Hey everybody, I'm the Bigglesworth, and today I want to show you some cool tips and tricks for using my Travelator. Now first of all, the Travelator is a name given by a YouTuber of the name CaptainNeminem, and I will have their name down in the description so you can see how that's spelled. Now this is a secondary video from a proof of concept that I came out with a couple days ago for this system. It's a modification of an old monkey farm elevator design. Now, the reason why I'm doing this second tutorial, the second video, is for several reasons. One, I had a few more ideas for how to use it. But second of all, my first video was a little flawed. Piggy kind of messed up. Little did I know, when you're in creative mode, you have a farther reach than in survival. So my numbers were a little skewed and everything was a little different. So I'm going to try and fix that here today. And this was pointed out to me by a YouTuber named Batronyx. I will have their name down in the description as well. Now the first thing I want to do is I want to show a time trial. I want to show how long it takes to travel 99 blocks. We're going to start right here by right-clicking on this minecart. I'm going to hit F3 so you can see that I am at -225 on my Z coordinate. And I'm going to go ahead and go into game mode 0. Game mode 0 is putting me in survival mode. In creative mode, you can actually reach twice as far as in survival. So here we go with the time trial. This is how long it takes to travel 99 blocks. Not bad, not bad. Now, one thing that I had seen people doing was as they were moving from one minecart to the other, they were right-clicking their mouse very, very quickly. And there's an easier way to do that. If you will right-click, aim at the minecart in front of you, and just hold down on the right button, you will move forward like that with no problem at all. Now, it's fairly self-explanatory how I'm building this, but I figure I would go ahead and do one on camera real quick just so you can see how to make one module. So I'm using glass blocks here. I'm using just a regular building block in the middle that you can place a rail on. I'm going to place a minecart on top of it. Underneath, we're going to place a fence post and delete the block. You can see that the rail breaks and the minecart settles comfortably in here. Now, I've seen people using half slabs and a bunch of other different methods, but I like this one for several different reasons. One, we're using fence posts and glass blocks to contain our minecart. Mobs will not spawn on this. But second of all, if you notice the way the collision boxes work, the minecart sits just a little above the solid blocks. That's important for this system over here. Now over here I have two different things going on. First of all, I've shown that we can also do this in diagonal motion. It doesn't have to be in horizontal. Go ahead and hop out. I'm just going to stand up here so you can kind of see how I did that. You notice that every other block diagonally is our minecart, and every other block in front of that is going to be empty. Whoops! I managed to mess that one up. There we go. And you can see right here that with this setup, using half slabs and ladders, we have different heights going on, and that is important. So I'm going to go back into survival mode. We're going to act like we're coming to this junction. I'm going to aim at this minecart, hold down the mouse, and look what happens. We stop. We can't reach the minecart over there, and we're not aimed to reach this one. I have to intentionally look down and reach this one. Now I could whoop, like that, and continue on. What this does is creates a station. This is a point where you would be riding along, you get to this spot, and you automatically stop. Now you can make a choice to hit the shift key, and we drop right out of the minecart. We could also come up underneath here, right-click, hop in, and go on our way. Now right here, if we were on a fence post and we hit shift, notice how we stay in here. We don't get out. We can hop out. We can walk around on the system with no problem. Now, a few stats and things to consider for a 99 block stretch, straight track of minecarts. You're going to need 170 ingots of iron. That's 5 ingots of iron for each minecart, 34 minecarts for a 99 stretch of track. Now, that does sound like a lot of iron, but you would be using iron anyway to make rails. You would also have to make golden rails and set up golden rails in a certain distance apart to power them. That system is a little bit slower, so this is a little more expensive, but it's actually much quicker. And there are a few pros to using this system. First is you never get hungry using this. So like if you were using a ice jump system where you ran and hopped and jumped along, you would get hungry after a while, and over a 100-block distance, you would go faster than this system, but then you would have to stop to eat. So on a long stretch, this is a much better system to use. Unlike horses, horses are actually faster than this if you have the fastest horses, but horses can get lost, they can get killed, only one person can use them at a time, and the horse has to be where you are so you can get on it and ride it. This system stays put, so anybody can use it. You also have something really cool that you don't have with a minecart system. If we were going along like this in a minecart and we wanted to turn around, we'd have to hop out, we would have to break our minecart, we would have to put it back down on the track, get in it, and turn around and go the other way. With this, wait a second, I want to go this way. It's instant turnaround. You don't have to worry about all the turnaround with a minecart. And you can actually build this as one track. If you see somebody coming and y'all need to get by each other, one person can hop out, the other person can go, you can get back in and go on about your business. You don't have to worry about minecarts banging into each other and knocking everything all crazy. Now, I also want to point out when building this system that in my original video I'd said you want 4 spaces between each minecart. I just want to point out it's 1, 2. You want to make sure you space these 2 apart. Any farther than that, and in creative mode, you will not be able to reach the next minecart. And that is a few additions, new tricks and tips, ideas for using a Travelator, some credits where credit was due, and a little boo-boo fix for messing up being in creative versus survival mode reach. Now, I also want to point out, this was pointed out to me by NickNasty, there was a YouTuber back in August 13th, 2012, put out a video of a very, very similar concept. So similar that it's identical in every way, except for they used half slabs and I'm using fence posts. I'm going to have a link to their video so you can go check it out. I was amazed when I saw it that this idea was actually come up with that long ago and it never caught on. But I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, this tips and tricks of how to use this Travelator, and I hope you learned something new about Minecraft. If you did, please hit that like button, and if you want to see more tutorials as I release them, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching and keep on building.